Hello, good evening. Errol Baptiste, the freelance independent investigative journalist, reporting on the third part series on Housing Disrepair Dispatch Special highlight on report on July the 9th, 2024, just 1 year ago. The Housing Ombudsman stated on his Learning from Severe Maladministration Report on the third 7 landlords in the response to damp, leaks and mold to Awaab law in Housing Disrepair Dispatch Special on YouTube news channel by addressing these issues to viewers in the UK and worldwide linked to social housing across the United Kingdom by exposing housing disrepair, also shaming rogue landlord. 15. Islington Council. The Ombudsman made a finding of severe maladministration against Islington Council for delaying the repairs linked to damp and mold. This include poor communication, failed appointments, and very poor planning. Also caused distress, time, and inconvenience, and trouble to a resident to endure damp and mold while living with COPD. The Ombudsman ordered Islington Council, the landlord, to pay the resident compensation of £2,250, issuing a letter of apology to the resident and discussing with him any reasonable adjustments needed under the Equality Act 2010 under Section 20 and Section 149. 16. Southern Housing. The Ombudsman found severe maladministration against Southern Housing due to its failure to fix a leak for more than a year despite raising job with its contractors. Southern Housing, the landlord, failed to monitor disrepairs or its communication with contractors, which meant repairs went undelivered. Also, it ignored the resident vulnerabilities. The Ombudsman ordered Southern Housing to pay £2,325 in compensation, review how it supports residents with vulnerabilities when dealing with damp, leaks and mold in reference to the Ombudsman Spotlight Report on Knowledge and Information Management. 17. No introduction. Ealing Council. In one case, the Ombudsman found severe maladministration against Ealing Council and its complaint handling of a leak which was not fixed for more than 3 years. Ealing Council, the landlord, further abused the resident, never treat the situation very seriously, breach other safeguarding steps of the resident well-being and her health. The Ombudsman ordered Ealing Council Chief Executive to provide a written apology and to pay £3,700 in compensation to the resident, and Ealing Council, the landlord, had to work with the resident over damaged possession and other reimburse her directly or pursue a case with its insurers. 18. Metropolitan Thames Valley. The Ombudsman found severe maladministration against Metropolitan Thames Valley to chase up its housing disrepair on the damp, leaks and mold. The Ombudsman ordered Metropolitan Thames Valley Chief Executive to apologize and pay £1,000 £700 in compensation to the resident and review its policies against the Spotlight Report on Knowledge and Information Management. 19. Get to Group. The Ombudsman found maladministration in this case about how Gentle Group failed to resolve a leak problem to leaseholder's roof. At various times, the landlord failed to be aware of the resident health condition, and he was living with damp and mold in his bedroom. The Ombudsman ordered Gentle Group to apologize to the resident and pay £1,500 in compensation by failing to deal with damp and mold. 20. Shepherd Bush Housing Group. The Ombudsman found severe maladministration after Shepherd Bush Housing Group breached its own policy in relation to a leak, forcing the resident to raise the issue on 8 occasions. Shepherd Bush Housing Group, the landlord failed to keep the resident up to date or consider vulnerabilities when dealing with repairs. The Ombudsman ordered Shepherd Bush Housing Group to pay the resident compensation of £3,700 and review its policy on knowledge and information management under the Data Protection Act 2018 and GDPR 2018 on how it records vulnerabilities. 21. Welding Hatfield Council. The Ombudsman found severe maladministration against Welding Hatfield Council. Failure to deal with a severe leak coming from the drain for 2 years. Welding Hatfield Council, the landlord, also know a CCTV survey was required. Despite chase from its own staff failed to undertake this survey, the Ombudsman ordered Welding Hatfield Council to pay compensation of £4,725, and the chief executive was forced to make a public apology to the resident on severe maladministration, carry out inspection, identify repairs to resolve the leaks.